Apple is about to launch a phone so thin it makes last year's iPhones look chunky. And here's the crazy part, it's not just thinner, it's lighter, faster, and brighter than anything in Apple's lineup right now. And they're calling it the iPhone 17 Air. Welcome back, viewers. James here. If you love tech that's sleek, bold, and full of surprises, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends because we're just getting started. The numbers alone are shocking. Just 5.5 millimeters thick, that's slimmer than 2 credit cards stacked together, and it weighs only 145 grams. Apple somehow pulled this off without cutting corners on power. Inside is the A19 chip, and even though it's not the Pro version, it still runs all of Apple's new AI-powered features in iOS 26. So yeah, this isn't a light phone, it's every bit as fast as you'd expect. But here's a twist Apple fans didn't see coming: the camera layout. Instead of the Pro's new triangular setup, the Air gets a single 48-megapixel camera tucked inside a horizontal bar. It looks clean, it saves space, and it's clearly designed to keep the phone thin without overheating. On the front, the selfie camera shifts to the left side for the first time ever, inside a 24MP punch hole cutout. No notch, no dynamic island. Just a fresh, symmetrical look that feels different from every other iPhone. Now, let's talk display, because this is where Apple almost went too far. Early reports said they considered a massive 6.9-inch screen, but scaled it back to 6.6 inches to avoid durability risks. Still, this screen is a beast: 120Hz refresh rate, Super Retina OLED, and a ridiculous 3000 nits of peak brightness, brighter than any non-Pro iPhone ever. But thinner glass comes with a trade-off. Will it be more fragile? Or has Apple secretly toughened it with their new ceramic shield formula? That's one of the biggest questions going into launch. Performance-wise, it's looking strong across the board. 8GB of RAM, base storage at 128GB, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.3, and Apple's latest C1 modem for faster 5G and stronger signal even in low coverage areas. Oh, and MagSafe isn't going anywhere. This is a slim phone that still plays with the big boys. Now about colors. Remember when Apple went bold with purple and bright red? This time, the iPhone 17 Air might launch in a pale sky blue so light it looks almost white under sunlight. Minimalist, definitely. But why so subtle? Is Apple saving the bolder shades for the Pro models, or is this part of their strategy to make the Air feel ultra clean and futuristic? That mystery might only be solved on launch day. And speaking of the lineup, here's how it all stacks up. The standard iPhone 17 gets a 6.1-inch LPO display with 128s for the first time, dual 48MP cameras, and the A19 chip at around 8050. The iPhone 17 Air sits at 6.6 inches with that slim design, single rear camera, and starts closer to 950. The Pro gets the upgraded A19 Pro chip, 4 cameras including a periscope zoom and 12GB of RAM for about 150. And then there's the Ultra, Apple's biggest 6.9-inch iPhone ever with the same Pro hardware and a giant 4700 mAh battery at FIRS 250. So the real question is this: would you trade a few extra features for the thinnest, lightest iPhone Apple has ever made? Or do you think the single camera and pale colors make it feel too stripped down? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious how you'd balance style vs specs. And don't forget, Apple's September event is right around the corner. And if there's one thing Apple loves, it's saving a surprise for the big stage. Maybe there's a hidden color they've been keeping secret, or a new MagSafe accessory designed just for this thinner body. Either way, I'll be covering it all the second it happens, so make sure you're subscribed. You won't want to miss what's next.